Alright, last time we were over here I was showing you weathering tips involving both the sanding and the black grease paint. Unfortunately I accidentally deleted all the rest of the videos off my hard drive, so we're going to have to start over for both the silver and brown paint, which I'll try and fit into just this one video here. So, as you can see, I've finished weathering these models. As it goes, for all of them, it's always easy does it. So this is what the 850K LGP looks like when it was done. And then this is what the PC 1100 looks like when I got it done. So anyway, now what we have to weather is the bucket of my long arm 365 here. I'll go ahead and do that just to give you an idea of the other last two processes, because that's where most of the last two processes happen. So go ahead and start off with our silver paint here. And you can see once you've sanded, you get these nice silver areas. It doesn't matter if you cover it up with silver paint, because you can be pretty liberal with the silvery steel gray paint. As you can see, you just start to cover that up. And when you get towards the top of the bucket, just kind of start feathering it out. It's okay to kind of leave these light spots here and there. They'll give the appearance of it being an actual working bucket. Something like so. And if you got too much on there, you can kind of just go ahead and wipe some of it off. Or not. Usually it works, but it's hard to begin to stick to it. But anyway, so you go ahead and repeat that process all around the bucket till you've covered the whole entire area to make it look like it's supposed to all be there. And on this side we go ahead and feather it in again. We start from the front. Just act like your brush is the dirt that the machine's been digging. Yeah, see, that side is turning out much better now. That side turned out a little better. And you want to go ahead and do the inside of your bucket. You'll do the bottom of the bucket last. That's what I always recommend. Try and get you to see a little bit of what's going on inside there. We do just like we did for the rest, and that's feather it in on the sides. And it doesn't hurt it to lay this silver paint on really thick. I mean, again, it's cheap paint, so. And there's rarely do I see any details inside of a bucket, so you're not going to hurt anything by laying it on nice and thick inside there. And these silver tricks go just the same for all other machines. You're just going to put the silver paint on to mimic all that bare steel. This is technically silver paint that I'm using, but I also have a can of what's called silver, or it's just called bare steel. They're the same color, so it doesn't really matter. I should say they're close enough to the same color that it's not going to matter. Put some on the teeth. In between the teeth, make sure you get that spot too. You don't want to make it look like, well, let's get all the spots there. Go ahead and cover this other side. So let's say we were working on a wheel loader or something like that. We do this to this bucket of it, or a scraper pan. We do this to the a motor scraper. We do this to the scraper pan, so on and so forth. Okay. So then the last place to work on is the bottom of the bucket. And if you get paint drips like that big guy on the side there, I laid it on a little too thick, that can happen is when you get paint drips. Wipe him off there. Just brush it out. Like so. And you might get some paint drips on the inside. Let's check for those. Alright. So I want to make sure we weren't getting any paint drips on the inside there. Now for the bottom. Sorry if you don't like the look of my big ugly head, but fill it in. As you can see, we already sanded the bottom of this to get that silvery look, but go ahead and finish it up. Make sure you get all those cracks. Sometimes the paint doesn't want to go in those. All in between those wear plates there. Make sure you hit up the teeth well. And then towards the top, once you get towards the back of the bucket, whatever, just start to fade it out again. Tap off your excess paint, just start to fade it all out. And with the corners, the scrapes will go higher than it does in the middle. And eventually I'll add a lifting hook to this machine. And when that lifting hook sits right here on the linkage, what it's going to do is it's going to swing back and forth across the bucket, and it's going to kind of create some circular pattern like so. And then that was a little heavy. Take it off. Something like that. Just light scrapes, and then we'll go ahead and fill in the rest with rust here in just a bit. Alright, we're back again here. Now we're all set up to do the rust color. Just a bottle that is entitled Rust. Well, the camera's not going to focus on it, but it's just called Rust Color. It's kind of a dark patina rust. I also have a bottle of this color here. It's like a dirt color. It's like flat military tan or something like that is its actual name. Let's see here. It says or flat brown. Okay, so it's just called flat brown. Pretty I don't use a whole lot of this. I haven't, so I won't do it. I won't show you how to use it because I'm not real experienced with using it on models myself. But I will show you rust, which is one of the most important colors, but it's always important to do in very much moderation. Along with the grease, which are the two colors you got to do with moderation. So where rust is going to go, especially up here, I didn't get quite the right amount. I want to feather some of that rust in there. And just slowly let it get lighter as you go down to where the bucket works more. Something like that. And there'll be some rust on top of the bucket. And right here, be some rust. And if you remember our little chain thing there, get some more paint and dab it out. Like just before, we're dabbing the paintbrush to release any of the extra paint. Get that nice little swirl effect going there. Chain. And then on the bottom of the bucket, where that silver paint kind of faded into the yellow, is where some more rust is going to go. There we go. Get all that touched up now. And that's about how it should look. More in focus. And then, you know, this brown paint goes the same for track frames. You can kind of see what you do there. And it's a little darker of a rust. Let's go ahead and do that all up. So, anyway, that's how you do that. Now I'm going to go and do a quick recap of some of the colors you'll need. So there's 4 main colors. There's this rust color. There's this color, which I might do a video of later in time when I get more experience with it. And you need your flat black for your grease and whatnot. And last of all, you're going to need your, well, I'll just show steel gray here. So yeah, that's how I weather my models. I know there's a lot of other methods out there. Feel free to let me know, or go ahead and show your own method off. So anyway, that's all for this week, guys. I'm sorry this tip was a little late and a little long, but as with all things, good things come to those who wait. Anyway, there will be some new models I purchased recently. We'll find out what those are in the coming week or so. And thanks for watching.